Hey gang. So I've been spinning for the Spin Together contest this week. So don't mind the disaster area. That's my house, how it usually looks. I'm going to try to spin a crazy art yarn today. So I thought I'd film it for fun. I'll just show you what I've done so far. So I did do some extreme tail spun, which is fun. I did this one is a single of alpaca and then a single of a green merino. So it's very soft and squishy and pretty. And I don't know what I'm going to make of it, but it's going to be nice and warm. I just did some bats. I just spun them up and plied them together to make some textured yarn. This was merino. It's very, very pretty. It's got purples and blues and teals and some pinks in there. It's quite lovely. This one is faux angora, some silken merino, I believe. It's very soft. This one is alpaca and silk. It's very hairy. I don't know if you can see the fuzz on that, but it's very fuzzy. Good morning, Marilyn. Just going over what I've spun so far for the contest. These were some roll eggs I made and then spun them up. These were more roll eggs. I have a whole bunch of roll egg spins. This one was an art bat core spun on a commercial ply and then plied with a spun single. It really turned out nice. It's very soft and textured. This was one of the braids from my new fiber subscription from Allison Barnes Yarn. So I spun that one up. And last one is this one. It's some sparkly roll eggs. Good morning, Carol. It's got lots of sparkle in it, so it's kind of fun. It'll be a good edging yarn. All right, I'm going to throw these all back in the basket because that's where I keep all my contest yarns. So this is the basket. I have slept, although it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I just spin while I watch TV. So I do a lot of TV watching, YouTube or whatever. So today, what I want to do is I have some fairy lights that look like this, only it's a different set. It's right here. And I'm going to attempt to spin this into an art yarn. That's right. Fairy lights into an art yarn. Now I just threw everything in this bucket and I got it all tangled. So anyways, this is what we're going to attempt. Now this one I think is like 6 feet. This one was 22 feet. So I thought I would start with the shorter one. This one was, 9 feet. So it's just a little thing of LED fairy lights. And it has a little battery pack here. So we will start from the other end. And we're going to core spin some very fine 19 micron gray merino over it. Yeah, Carol, work always interferes with crafts, eh? That's the sucky part. I'm going to have to get a real job soon. What'll I do with it after it's spun? I have no idea. That's not a question I ever ask myself, Marilyn. I just do and I decide later. So while I'm core spinning over this, I might try knitting or crocheting with it as an edging and something just for fun. Or work it into a hat or something might be fun. So I'm going to core spin the gray over that, and I'm going to do an auto wrap with this just for a little extra color and stability. So I'll be doing that at the same time I'm core spinning. So let me get myself organized here. I need a strip of this. Put that off to the side. And yeah, sweater that lights up. That would be fun. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I saw it in a magazine and I was like, I have got to try that. It wasn't even like really a question of should I try it. It was just, I'm going to try it. All right. So get to the end here. A nice fall color merino to make a hat for my grandson. Nice. The hats are always very popular. I'm learning how to knit hats a little better. Oh, I have a couple of crazy cats if you hear thumping and banging. All right. I'm going to start with just the merino. I'm going to have to change all my leaders when I'm done because they're all beat to crap. I have to do a spa day for my bobbins. So we'll get this started. Now I'm doing it on my plying head, so it's going to be a little trickier doing just a straight spin. But I wanted the room for the art yarn to get on there. Probably want that a little thicker. Now this is like a super fine 18 micron merino. It's beautiful. And here I am using it to make an art yarn. It's what I do. All right, so we got a bit of a leader there. Now I'm going to take the end. I'm going to, here, let me see if I can adjust this so you can see a little bit more of the spinning wheel and my big belly. All right, so we're going to pop this through there. I'm going to take a little bit of my thread. It's so fine, it's like a freaking cobweb. And here, stick this here so I can use two hands. Stick. Okay. And I'm going to just tie this thread around there. Now this wire on these LED lights is fully pliable, so I can mold it any way I want. Okay. Now I'm going to want my lights on my other side. So let me just gather these up and move them over here. I've got my auto wrap down there. I've got my fiber here. Yes, art yarn does still need to feel nice. Okay, so I'm spinning Z. So in order for this to catch on best, I go under. So it'll catch on quicker. Or is it over? I can't remember. Okay, so here's our first thing. The wire doesn't want to take the twist. So we're going to make a core of yarn and spin over that. That works. Okay. Like I said, I just had an idea. I don't know if it'll work. So far, it's a negative. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down here. Might help if I increased my uptick too. I'm going to make a core. I wonder if, I'm thinking, can you see the smoke coming out of my ears? All right, what if instead of, I probably should have read the article that I saw this in. Why would I do that? All right, I'm going to clip that off. Let some of that twist that's built up out. Okay. So instead of attaching it to my core, I'm just going to lay it alongside. And leave you there. I'm going to attach my auto wrapping thread, if I can find the end again. There it is. Oh, come on. I had a rough night, so my coordination isn't great today. Probably wasn't the best day to attempt this, but far be it from me to do the sensible thing. All right, I'm going to stick that. Oh, in case you didn't know, I have a little Velcro pad here that I stick my wool to. Okay, Carol, thanks for stopping by. It'll be up when I'm done. You can watch it at any time and laugh at my inability to do what I want. See in my head. I can do this. There we go. All right. So now I got my auto wrap on there. So then I'm going to just hold this alongside. Oof, that's way too high an uptake. There we go. And I'm going to nope, that's way too high. All right, do that. I'm going to make this work one way or another. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. Okay, maybe what I need to do is switch to my regular flyer because this one is just causing me all sorts of grief. All right, here we go. Change of plans. I'm going to switch from my plying head to my regular head so I have a little more control because the plying head really doesn't give me the control I want. So we'll pop that off. I have my regular flyer. Pop that on. Now I do have a different drive band for this flyer. So I don't know if this is, oh yeah, we can stretch it out enough. No worries. Take this off. This is another project I'm working on. So we'll pop that off and we will pop on a fresh bobbin. Like I said, I'm going to have to change the leaders on all my bobbins because they've gotten beat up and snapped and twisted and everything else. So when I'm done the contest, I will give all my bobbins a good once over. Give them all new leaders. All right, we're going to try this again. Untangle everything. And here's our gray merino. Contest ends, today's Friday, tomorrow at noon. So you start at noon your own time and end at noon your own time. So I have till noon tomorrow to finish up. I need some coffee. I love coffee. I quit drinking coffee for the longest time. And then when Tom got sick, it became my alcohol. So I'm right back on the caffeine wagon. All right. That's a little better. Okay. Ease that up a little bit. There we go. All right. So we will always wrap my thread around the orifice hook. And get that around there. Tie that on. Okay. That's step one. Now, oh, my lights fell and I lost my end. There it is. Okay. This may fail miserably. I don't know. I'm just attempting. Who knows what will happen? Oh, okay, get my auto wrap going there. All right. Now, I really think that we need to do. Don't mind me muttering to myself. There we go. Only for a little bit, and then it stopped again. Okay, so what if we take the wire straight down? Oh, the ideas I get. Am I crazy? I must be. I wonder if we just did. Yeah, I may not be able to do what I was thinking of doing. Should probably read that article in more detail because it's so not working and I so want to do this. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have unwound it first. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is take our lights and line them up. That's what I was trying to do, is trying to lay the wire alongside the wool and trying to wrap it on, but that's not doing it either. I'm going to try again, but first I'm going to wind this up. So we're just dealing with this bit here. Let's see. There. Okay, so that's allowing the wire to turn. So that's going a little bit better. Except now I got my auto wrap caught in the actual twist, so you can't even see it. Okay. So that's going to be the trick, is we have to allow the wire to actually turn. So what I'm going to do, back it off, put this off. This is how my experiments go. I try and try and try until I figure out the way it works. Okay, so I just want to get this big bunch off of here. But you can see it started to wrap the wire if I let the wire twist. So what we're going to need to do is there's my pulling thread. Holy, you're tangled. Okay, let's snap it here. Lay it over there so it don't get tangled again. Oh, no, too late. It's already tangled again. Okay, first things first. We're going to set this to the side where it's not going to get tangled. Okay. Then we are going to put this over here. This is quite the experiment, guys. All right. And just great big loops. Oof, there's a snarl. All right. All right, we've got some of our plying thread tangled in here. It's causing some problems. I'll get that out of there. Sorry, this is probably extremely boring to watch, but you know, it's kind of entertaining too, I'm sure, watching me go, how can I do this? I must be crazy. Okay, so I'm going to start with that much. Maybe grab a scrap of yarn and wrap that around this. All right. So I have it tied up so it can hang. Have this here so we can let this just hang down so it can twist while we're adding our twist. Here is the plying thread again. All right, now let's see if we can salvage this. Wow, that's over twisted. Spring. I'm going to get some of that twist out of there. There, that's a little bit better. Okay. So let's pull this through. Now I took out too much twist. So we'll just add a little bit more. All right. Wrap that there. Take our auto wrap. Go around that. Tie that off. Now I don't want this to tangle with my lights. So I'm going to move it to the other side of the wheel and hope it doesn't tangle in the drive band. Hi, Gemma. I've only used a spindle to spin so far. I'll watch your vids when they come out. You've taught me so much. Oh, I'm glad I'm actually teaching you something. Well, of course I put myself out there. I love doing this. Hi, Sadie. Good to see you. I'm just trying a crazy experiment today, so we don't know if it's going to work or not. So far, I think we're on what, guys? Take 5 or 6? Oh, boy. So we got our fairy lights here. And we're going to try to core spin over them. Or we are trying to core spin over them. So far, it's not working great, but I'm going to make this work one way or another. I just want to get this off of there so we can start afresh. Now, the other thing I think I'm going to do is take the little fairy lights. Can you actually see them? And I'm going to thread them through my orifice and onto my bobbin. Okay. Now I think I'm set. I got my auto wrap over here. I've got my yarn over here. I got my fairy lights here. I got 2 pairs of scissors on the go. knitting some of my first hand spun from years ago, all singles before I learned to ply. Oh, isn't that fun, Sadie? Just wait till when you're done the project, wash it and watch what happens. Like it'll just like bias like crazy. It's amazing. I've done that and I like crazy. So, just a little more coffee and then we're going to try again. I needed that coffee. All right. So I'm just going to take a little chunk of roving here. And I'm going to let that hang down, sort of. And, oh, guys, it's working. It's working. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, it's working. Okay. Settle down. Simmer down now. All right. I'm probably going to have to hand wind this on, but that's all right. Look, can you see that? It's actually covering the fairy lights. It's not perfect, but it's a start. Okay. This way. I'm probably going to have to up that. Don't mind me while I mutter to myself. It's what I do. And I live alone, so I'm used to like talking to myself or my cats. Okay. Get that up there. All right. Oh, we lost our auto wrap. Oh, it got all the way down there again. So we're just going to take this back up here and wrap it around a few times so it'll start off up there. Oh, our auto wrap got in there again. Damn it. Damn you. I should just give up on the auto wrap for now. Okay. Auto wrap gone. All right. Let's go back to okay. So we got all of that covered. Now what I'm going to do is get it through the orifices, through the hooks, bring it all the way up, wrap this on. The wire doesn't want to uptake, so we're definitely hand winding that on. Oh, got a little twist there. We're going to untwist that. All right, now we're going to need a little more length. So I wonder if we have to untie it or if we can just coax it through here. There we go. Now I got some more length to cover. Now I'm going to go with a thicker piece to get a little more coverage. Right about there looks good. All right. Now I am treadling my double treadle with one foot. It is possible, although you do end up doing that a lot. But once you get it going, no, it wants to be a pain today. I must look like some kind of mad scientist. What the heck are you doing? Crazy woman. Oof, that was a good wrap. Okay. Now we're going to pull all this through. Oh my God, guys, this is working. I didn't really expect it to ever work out, but it is working. This is cool. I try these things with the expectation that it's just going to fail. No big deal. Oh, I'm getting a really good wrap now. Okay. Now that I've figured out the system. All right. Pull that off. Pull this through. Now the thing is going to be, once I have all this yarn on, are the lights going to light up? That'll be the big question. All right. Let's see if we can pull some more through. There we go. Might have to tighten my tie. Nope, it's still good. All right. Here we go again. So basically, just work your way down, because it's not going to draw it through the orifice, I don't think. I could try upping my tension and see if it goes. But I suspect the wire is just too stiff. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so let's back that off a bit, because I got it too high. And now it won't draw it on. All right, well, this works too. Just go down it. And then just hand wind it on. I'm going to move this over here, though. All right, and then we'll pull out a little bit more. This is why I started with just the 9-foot one instead of the 20-foot lights. Can you imagine trying to juggle this with 20 feet? I will do it, but for first time, I'm glad I went with the smaller length. All right. Let's crank that up and see if we can't get it to wind on. Oh, we so can. For a little bit, and then it jams up, but that's all right. We'll just wind it on past that point. Now, I've never used anything but Scotch tension, but this is why I love it, is it just gives you such control over your uptake. Okay. So now we need, I think actually we're far enough down, we can probably just untie this and just let it spin. I'm not paying much attention to you guys. I'm all focused on what I'm doing. Hold on, another sip of coffee. And my phone dinged. I should probably check on that. All good. All right. So we'll let that go down there. Okay, so this isn't the greatest core spun I've ever done, but again, it's just an experiment. And I just want a proof of concept, and I'll do a better one later. Do I look like some kind of mad scientist in my lab here? All right, now do I spin over? Yeah, let's spin over the cord too. What the heck? We'll cover it all up. That does not want to go through the orifice, so I'm just moving back and winding it on. Now, I'm thinking I will not be washing to set the twist on this yarn. Just going to try this out a little thinner, kind of warm that on. Okay, there we go. All right, so I didn't grab batteries. Let me grab batteries. I'll be right back. Hopefully, I grabbed the right size. I forgot to check before I left. Double A or triple A? Double A! Yay! Okay. Oh! Look! Oh, what have I done? That is so cool. That's what I just said, Marilyn. That is so cool. All right, let's loose off our tension here because, of course, the only way we're getting it off the bobbin is to draw it back through the orifice. So here we go. Come on, baby. Don't snag. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's not great. I will say that. But I figured out how to do it so I can take my 26 yard one or foot one and do it again. Okay. Scissors. And then it's so pretty. All right. Let's see if we can get you a close up here. See, like I said, it's not perfect, but I see definite improvement down the length of the lights. So I will know how to do better next time and get a better wrap on it. But it is definitely covered with wool. I think this is my new favorite thing. Now, this one has purple lights on it. The other one I have just has white lights. So I might try going over it with some colored roving so that when the light shines through, the colors of the roving show up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I figured out how to do that. I didn't think I would, honestly, when I started that. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. I'm going to have to figure out how to get the auto wrap going on better because it looks pretty too. Just turn off the lights here so maybe you can see the sparkly auto wrap on it. Yeah, you can see a bit of the sparkle. I want that to go over the whole thing. So I'll have to figure out how to feed that on without it getting tangled in the lights. Oh, I could make a light up cowl. I think the article was in the latest, not the latest, last month's Ply magazine, I want to say, the electric one, the electric issue, which would make sense because this is electric. Okay, there. I have my cowl on and then bing! I so have to make something with this just for fun. Trying to think of where I left my Ply magazine? I think it's over on my table. That's a huge mess right now. And they did like a headpiece for Ren Fair, I think it was, with theirs. Yeah, need some leggings. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. It's going to be very stiff to knit with, but I mean, it was very stiff to spin with too, but it is pretty flexible. So you just have to mold each stitch or just knit with regular yarn right over it. So it just kind of blends in, and then the lights will be between the stitches. Crochet, that would work really well. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Oh, I should show you guys this. This is crazy. Found it. It may be a mess, but it's my semi-organized mess. Yes, it was the Ply magazine electric issue that I didn't finish reading. Yeah. They made a Fairy Lights crown. And I think that they did tail spinning over the lights, which I was going to try too, but I was having such a hard time just getting the core spinning going. Yeah, see, if I'd actually read the article, they have all the information there. So that's where I got the idea from. I just never finished going through it. Oh, well, that makes sense. Put it around a toilet paper tube. That makes sense. Like I said, if I actually read articles before I started doing things, but I'll use that for the 22-foot one. So I have this thing here. I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit so you can see my fancy stuff on the wall. I love to buy vintage magazines for patterns and stuff and techniques and all that stuff. I just love it. You know, the technique itself doesn't change, but the fashions and stuff change. So I went diving into a collection and I found this gem, Vogue Knitting. And I don't know if you can see it. It's from 1954. And this thing is amazing. Like the fashions, yes, change, but I'm like, I would make some of this stuff. I would wear some of this stuff. Not all of it, mind you, but some of it. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? But it's just, I just find it so entertaining to look back at the fashions. And a lot of the times, with just a change of colors or whatever, you can modernize them and, you know, bring that back. And it's so fun. But this one, I was just like, wow, 1954. This one was from 64. Now, look at those hairstyles. Isn't that fabulous? Let's see. Where's some good pictures here? Yeah. So anyways, I love buying vintage magazines and flipping through them and seeing the fashions and stuff. Like it just entertains me to no end. Now see, this is amazing. Look at this. It's like, wow, this is stuff I would still make. Just modernize it a teensy bit. Like this sweater. Look at this sweater. Like that is what you call timeless. I just get so excited when I start flipping through these things. Oh, there's one from the 80s I should show you. It's absolutely hysterical. I'm an 80s child. I did my 10 to 10 to 20 in the 80s. So, my formative years. But yeah, that's what I do for fun is I collect vintage magazines. These are my treasures now. Like 54 and 64 are probably the oldest ones I have, but they're great fun. And Ply Magazine, absolutely love it. If you can afford a subscription to it, highly recommend. It's not their fault I haven't read all the way through it yet. That's just me. But they are always jam-packed, full of really good information, and every issue is topic specific. So it's excellent. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just really enjoy the magazine. I actually did just get the new one, and I haven't even finished reading that yet because then I fell into a spinning competition, so I haven't had time. This one was the summer 2021 issue. And here's the new issue. Consistency. It's probably why I haven't read through it yet. It's like, oh, what? Rules, structures, consistency? Are you crazy? But yes, they are very informative magazines, and I quite enjoy them. They always have like patterns and like prepping techniques, how to spin it. Like they're just jam packed full of stuff. And they usually have something on a breed of sheep or they do breed specific issues. I just love this magazine. And I usually beat the heck out of them too. I'm a wicked page folder. Yes, I could count them towards the competition, Marilyn, but it would be in the wildest art yarn category. I would probably use my longer one. Like I can count this as yardage spun, but I would probably do up the other lights a little more tidily for the competition just to make them look better. But that I would have to do later today because I got a busy one ahead of me. I got lunch out. I have my massage, which my neck and shoulders really need. And we're not talking relaxation massage. I do deep tissue. So I'm probably going to be sore this afternoon, but that's all right because I'll feel better the day after. Yeah. And I'll need to go and get on with my day. So I hope you enjoyed watching me trying to figure this out. I'm still amazed that in the end, we actually got it to work. Like, it's not beautiful. I will grant you that. But I did it. Yay! Thanks for joining me, guys. And I will see you all later. I will get some editing done for Monday's video this weekend. I promise, right after the yarn contest is done, because I know my YouTube content has been a little sucky this week. So I will see you all later. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the fall weather. Hopefully it's not too miserable where you are. And I will see you all later.